Hey, it's Original Curly J, and today we have episode number 2 of Vagina Health 101. I told y'all I wasn't gonna do it back to back, but it's been 2 weeks. So we are here with the second episode. And I'm gonna call this episode Dress for Success, because these are just some helpful tips for certain clothing that you should be wearing that can keep your Miss Vagina smelling good. And we're also gonna talk about pubic hair, a huge controversial thing that a lot of people don't know whether they should have pubic hair or if they shouldn't. So we're gonna touch a little bit on that too. If you haven't seen the first episode, which is keeping her clean, go ahead and click the link inside the description, because there's very helpful information inside that video, especially the difference between Miss Vagina or vagina and the vulva. But just to sum it up, Miss Vagina is actually just the canal connecting all the woman parts, and your vulva is your external genitalia. We also touched base on certain things that are normal and not normal. So again, go check out that video, link inside the description. Before we get into this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We have so many videos coming up soon. And I have one more episode after this that'll conclude Vagina Health 101. So make sure that you put on notification bell so you're notified when it comes out. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias for behind the scenes content, because that is where I'm at daily. So without further ado, let's get into how to dress for success. So you've already heard me say Miss Vagina already, but just a disclaimer, I use that reference instead of just saying vagina every single time I'm talking about Miss Vagina, because I know that word over and over and over again can make people feel uncomfortable. And if this video is going to make you uncomfortable, you do not have to watch it by any means. It is just information that can be very helpful that I learned from my gynecologist. Now let's get into it. Alrighty, so the first thing that I want to touch base on is that you should be wearing breathable clothing, because moisture can promote the growth of bacteria and lead to yeast infections. So you should wear cotton underwear instead of silk or polyester underwear, because it holds less moisture and makes it difficult for smell producing bacteria to build up. You should also try to avoid tight-fitting clothing, especially thongs. Now I know as women we are gonna wear thongs, especially with certain dresses and things of that nature, but you should not wear that all the time, because thongs can collect fecal matter, which can reach Miss Vagina, and that can cause odor, of course. I see a lot of people do this, and I was one of these people up until recently. So to be fair, I did not know that this was a huge one, but you should always change your clothes and your underwear after working out, especially if you have time to shower. That's even better. I know some people that exercise earlier inside the day do not shower because they wait till nighttime so that way they can wash off all the dirt from the whole day. But you holding on to that sweat and bacteria down there can actually cause worse odor, and it can actually throw off your pH balance. So just shower, or if you don't have time to shower, at least change that clothing, especially your underwear. Another one is to avoid wearing a damp swimsuit all day. If you go to the beach earlier inside the day and then you keep it on for the whole day because you're at the beach for 10 hours, you need to bring an extra change of clothes, especially another pair of underwear, so that way you can change out of that if you're not gonna sit inside the beach for hours, which I doubt you will. And I'm a huge advocate of this one, but at night, let her air out. Yeah, you heard me. Avoid underwear altogether at night. She needs some air. She needs to just be free for a little bit. Now, I know in some cases you don't have the opportunity to do this, like if you share a room. However, if you can just lock your door, if you live inside a house with other people, that's your best bet. Let her air out. Or at least after the shower, don't throw on your clothes right away. Just let her air, you know? Let her get some fresh air. We talked about discharge in episode 1, but just a little recap. Discharge is, you know, that fluid that comes from Miss Vagina that's like a milky white or clear, and it has a very light odor or no odor at all. And some women experience it and some don't. And with the women that experience it, they also experience it in different volumes. So some might experience a lot and some might experience very little. If you're someone who experiences heavy discharge, you want to change your underwear at least twice daily. Again, you don't want that sitting down there. Now that we have some tips for your clothing out of the way, let's talk about pubic hair. Should you shave or not shave? Well, pubic hair actually protects your vulva, which, remember earlier, is your external genitalia, and it protects it from bacteria and viruses. It shields and cushions the sensitive skin that it covers, which also can protect it from friction during sex. And as long as it's regularly clean, pubic hair actually poses no health risks. Now, shaving, if done properly, also poses no health risks. So truthfully, shave or don't, that's totally up to you. You can even meet a nice middle ground, because too much hair can cause extra moisture and no hair can cause razor bumps and other things of that nature. So you can do a little trim, keep her a little low, but you still have enough pubic hair to where you're not completely bald. But again, that's totally up to you. And if you're gonna choose to shave, make sure you take the proper precautions to stop bacteria buildup and razor bumps. And it is highly recommended by gynecologists that if you are going to shave, make sure that you're shaving in the direction of the hair and not going against the grain, because that can cause redness, irritation, and ingrown hairs. They also recommend that you do it inside the shower in warm water, so that way the hair is kind of loosened up and the skin is a little softer. And of course, do not rush and make sure you take it nice and slow. Also, you should use a men's razor, you know, the 4 or 5 blade razors. And I have seen people use coconut oil or even vegetable oil or olive oil to shave down there instead of shaving cream. Apparently, it stops ingrown hairs and also is a little gentler on sensitive skin. Now that, I completely got off the internet, and I've seen and I've talked to multiple people that do that. I'm just giving that tip. I don't shave down there. I like a little hair down there. I know, TMI, but how is it TMI? Look at what we're talking about. And if you choose to shave, please do not do it because a man wants you to shave. Shave if you want to shave, because it's really not hurting you if you don't shave and you stay natural. So that concludes episode number 2. We are already done. Today we talked about how to dress properly for good vagina health and smell, and we also talked about if you're gonna shave and not shave and what you can do if you don't shave. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you found it extremely helpful, give it a huge thumbs up. It would really mean the world to me. And again, keep a lookout for episode number 3, the last and final one, which is gonna be period tips, so you're gonna wanna make sure that you tune in. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!